이 롱비치에 있는 메리어트 호텔에 와가지고 오늘 이 케어 이벤트가 있어서 오늘 라이브 방송을 했습니다. 잘 보이시나요? 저는 안경을 써서 잘 안 보여요. 네. 저희 다 준비가 돼 있고요. 저희 부스도 준비가 됐습니다. 이 부스를 한번 보시죠. 네. 부스가 준비가 돼 있습니다. 몇 명이 들어오시는지 하여튼 네, 계속 보겠습니다.
If we were too close in age, I think we'd fight out.
이게 인터넷이야.
인터넷이
지금 안 돼 있다.
TV가 연결이 안 된 거죠?
아니
So
사장님
the
이거
sisters actually part of the cheer team they used to and she couldn't compete a lot in cheer and gymnastics.
아까 됐다가 또
No, she was the first year.
Oh, she's a first year. So she's in cheer.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
So she's a freshman.
Freshman. She's a little nervous right now because these guys I am. My mom.
아까 됐었는데
Doctor.
That's good, like to
Yeah. Yeah, she's gymnastics quite a bit. I did dance, so just for a bit though. I don't
What's your favorite song?
Probably hip hop because it's easy. It's contemporary, has a lot of that I could
Yes. Okay.
Hello, I'm Emmy.
Has my daughter Oh, you? Yeah, and then David is here. Oh, no, David's gone. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, she is. Okay, you want to
She's ready for me. Okay.
Here, just got you ready for one photo.
Yeah, we're just gonna take a
Oh,
photo.
okay. Yeah, yeah, of course.
But I will come when.
Let me, okay.
Great, thank
You
you.
can just come here and then I'll tell them.
She's our third friend.
So she put me on speaker? Oh, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. Do you want to give me milk?
I think yeah, it should be in the
저는 제가 나가.
아니 이게 수능을 못 받는다고 하는데
Do you have the banner? Yeah.
Okay.
Just smile.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Cheers. 3, 2, 1. Thanks. Me.
Okay.
Let me take one with you in there.
Wait, I
All right, go back.
Thank you.
I was ready for the dance performance.
There's some sports buses in there. Wait, where? Wait, what? My dad was so
Yeah, you can go in.
Wait, did you know that we actually asked Radiant Media if they could do a segment of this? It was really short, but yeah, we were in there for 1 day. 1 or 3 days. It was like last year around like February. We were doing like a segment. Yeah, come and meet us. Sophia likes to have it. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's okay. We're taking photos. You know how it is. Wait a moment. Hello. Hi, I'm Ellie. This is Robin. This is Ellen Sampson. She's the founder of Thank you. I'm one of the founders. Yeah, this is Amber. This is Hi, one of the founders of COFACC. Oh, before we were already talking to her. She was with Sam. I said it like 4 times before, but you know, I like the new place. Thank you. Thank you.
예. 방송 지금 나가고 있어요. 갖고 나갈까요? 오케이. 네. 예.
저희도 들어가도
Okay, so on the right here is a test. This is not live, this is a test, but I'm going to say, look, Joe Smith came to our luncheon. Oh, I didn't say the company. Joe Smith, ABC Manufacturing, came to our luncheon. All right, and you can tailor this however you like over as you're training the GPT. But look, now, I mean, you have 30 people you got to send a personalized thank you note to. We just set you up to be able to tackle that whole job in 10 minutes. So these GPT, and now up here I can create it, and I'm not going to do that right now, but you know, I'll create it because then you can play with it later if you want to. I can do anyone with the link or put it in the store. I'm not going to put it in the store because it's not perfect at this point yet, but there. So we've got this link. I'll send you the link later. You can play with it and see how it works. But that's the goal, is to take something that you have to do over and over and over again, create a system so that all you have to do is enter the least amount of data and make it work. I love GPTs. If you want, we're doing okay on time. If you want, look at I'll do the minutes maker for you. So here's my very rough notes on, you know, a random made up. Here's my rough notes on a made up committee meeting we had, or board meeting. So now think about the power of AI, what you can do here. So the Zoom is going to get you the transcript. If it's a virtual meeting, the Zoom is going to get you the transcript. You can take the transcript, punch the whole thing in here and say, write me the meeting minutes. And you know, again, I know how much of your job, because I'm in your shoes, I know how much of your job is meeting minutes, which is why this was, like I said, this was the first chamber challenge that I tackled when I started playing with this stuff. We've got action items and everything in here. which I want to do. If you're not using voice ChatGPT is the main reason that I pay for the thing, because I am constantly doing road trips, and my road trips, I am constantly, I'm consistently on can the GPT translate the minutes? The question in the chat was, can GPT translate the minutes to Spanish? Absolutely it can. If I had more time, I would do it. If you want, maybe when I'm done, I can do that for you. Yes, but absolutely it can. So I use voice incessantly. I am driving, and then used to be just sitting there looking out the window. Now I am creating strategies, I'm writing content, I'm doing all kinds of stuff while I'm driving. I'm back and forth between Buffalo and Pittsburgh all the time. That's 3.5 hours of productivity now that used to be nothing. So, but I wanted to show you real quick. I'm going to read my prompt because I like it. It's a good chamber prompt. I'm meeting with a prospective new member this afternoon who specializes in vertical farming and is in the process of setting up a facility here in West Sparta. I don't know much about vertical farming and need to get up to speed quickly. Please provide me with 3 quick talking points about vertical farming related to how it works, its benefits, and current trends. I'd also appreciate any tips for making a knowledgeable impression during the meeting.
Sure, Craig. Here are 3 quick talking points about vertical farming that can help you in your meeting. How vertical farming works. Vertical farming involves growing crops in vertically stacked layers, often using controlled environment agriculture technology.
Okay, so I'm not going to make you listen to the whole thing, but you can see how easy that is to work, and you can go back and forth in conversation with it. It is absolutely invaluable. They now have it on the desktop. I will find myself sitting here talking to ChatGPT for some time about strategies and things like that. I encourage you to use it. For me, in itself, that was worth the $20 a month. So I wanna kind of go quick here. I'm gonna give you some thematic. I'm gonna give you some prompts that might seem like they're just prompts, but they're thematic prompts. I'm giving to them to help open your mind to the possibilities. So I'm gonna start with strategy. If you have ChatGPT in front of you, I'm going to make a very easy one for you to retype. Plan a 3-month strategy for launching a small business roundtable. All right. And I'm going to show you how I can tailor this more, but it's pretty comprehensive. And I will tell you, especially with voice, this is the one I use more than anything else. I am a serial entrepreneur. I have new business ideas every day. I will be driving and I'll say, hey, I had an idea of X, Y, and Z. ChatGPT will give me some feedback on that, and if I like it, I'll say, write me a 6-month launch plan for that idea. All right, and it will give me that plan. I might not use it ever, but it's out of my head, and at the time I go back and look at it, I'm like, okay, now I have these steps, and I can look at it. So I asked a pretty simple question. It gave me a pretty well-defined program here. The way I would really ask it, and I did that so that you guys could type it, just so you know. My prompts normally look like this, where there's a lot more to it. So. This one, our Chamber of Commerce is planning to start a new podcast aimed at engaging our members. We don't want it to look like we just started the podcast. We want it to look like we've been doing this for a long time. That means we need good guests. We have some advantages. Our executive director used to be on channel 2. Here's the ask. Can you draw up a 6-month launch plan for us, including pre and post-launch with actual steps on both the technical and the content side? So now I've given it all kinds of data to work with, and when I send this to you, you'll see the power of it. I got a couple questions here while that's going. Are the voice prompted chats also saved? And yes, how do you attach it to a project while you're driving? It's a good question. Yes, the voice prompted chat, there's like a hook. The voice prompted chats are saved if you let them finish. If you let them finish and end their conversation, they're saved. If you stop them halfway, then no, it won't. But how do you attach it to a project while driving? Yeah, it's a great question. I actually haven't necessarily paid attention to that. I just kind of let it go into my process that I use is I will I'll have these conversations, and then as soon as I'm back in the office, I go transpose those into Word or wherever they go, so that I make sure I don't lose them in that long list of chats that I have open. That's a good question. So now you see the level of detail that we're going into when starting this podcast. If you haven't started the podcast, if you'd like to, here's a launch plan for you. As that's going, I will prep my next one. So I call that one strategy. The next one, this one I call attacking the blank page. And I think a lot of you are probably using this for copy. I mean, it's easy, then write a blog for me. But for me, the power of this is getting that first thing on paper, which is always the hardest. You stare at this page, just get something going. It might not be what you need at the end or what your final product is. I like to use this prior. You still give me a podcast you had to do. So this is one I like to use. I've just been asked to do a presentation for the CFO of a major prospect, a warehousing company coming to West Sparta in 2 days. I've been asked to put together a 15-minute presentation. His team told me I want awareness, workforce recruiting, health, and advocacy. Can you put together 5 slides for me focused on these points? Understand that we're talking to someone that will not be in town all day. And then check out down here what I did. Here's our website. If you want, you can pull information from our website to inform what you're going to do here. So now it will actually build the slides so it's giving me the overview of the slides, it's giving you recommended image, everything I asked for here. All right, now if I say build me the slides, it will build the slides. Now this isn't, they're not beautiful slides, it's just the overview of the slides. It's got the text on each one. No, answer in chat, I don't want code. I've never seen it do that before. This is a new feature, but if you ask it to give you the slides to download it, it will. There we go. Sometimes you have to be more specific. But the point on this slide is tackling that blank page. Again, give it all the information you know, ask it to get everything started for you, and then you can go from there. There are AI sources out there that, see there's my downloaded slide. There are AI platforms out there that will design a PowerPoint for you. Again, probably a free version and a paid version, and you just have to decide if it's something that's going to work for you. Audit, this is a huge one. I use this one all the time. I gave you one you can type. If you've got it in front of you, and here's what we're going to do. Analyze the homepage of, go ahead and throw your chamber in here, and suggest 3 ways to improve its clarity, member engagement, and call to action effectiveness. So I'm going to type my fake chamber in here. So it's going to go to the page, and so now it's reviewed it, and now it's going to give me feedback on this. So and you can say, base the feedback on whatever you need. So just some examples, again, to inspire you on this. A client of mine, we did the Florida restaurant show, and we had a brand new booth. It was, bright colors and everything. As soon as we got set it up, before anybody else came in, I took a picture of the booth. I went to ChatGPT and I said, what do you think? What are we missing? And he gave us a full rundown of best practices on trade show booths. And the one thing it said was we need a tall feature. We didn't have a tall, like a stand-up banner. We didn't have a tall feature. So we're working on getting a tall feature now for the next show. But another great example, I mentioned I'm an author. And this is a great story. And I'm telling you, just to inspire you, all right? My new book is a detective. It's a police novel, crime. And I'm not a police officer. I don't understand police procedure. So I would write a chapter, me, the human, would write a chapter, and I put it in, and I said, am I accurate here? If they get the fingerprints on Tuesday, would they have the results on Thursday? All right? And it came back and it said, well, no, unless it was like a celebrity case that the chief was bumping up to make happen faster, probably not. But then it started giving me feedback on the rest of the chapter too. So I'm like, oh my goodness, this is brilliant. So I write the chapter, I put the whole thing in ChatGPT and I said, what do you think? And it gives me feedback on the thing and where the loopholes are, make sure you close this and so think about all the things that you can plug in here. I write a blog, put it in. What do you think? Your website, anything you're doing, your event, anything you're doing. What else can we do here? What are we missing? Grant application, I call this one legwork. I don't have one for you short to do, but I just wanted to show you how it works because I know this is another one that chambers deal with all the time. Basically what I've done for my fake chamber, I've created a fake grant application and you are a professional grant writer, I use that, with demonstrated success in securing grants for not-for-profits. Can you get this grant application started for us? So basically, I'm sending this to the page that has the grant application on it. I'm describing the grant, and I'm saying, can you fill in all the fields on the grant form as best as you can. And again, think about the time saving. I know probably many of you have done grants. You know what it takes to get a grant done. You know the amount of time you have to put in. And now all I have to do is cut and paste these things into the grant application. All right, I really like that one. I call it legwork again. Where in your day-to-day operations do you have things that you have to do over and over again? Every grant application has the same information on it on the first 3 pages. So how do we automate to get those things set? The last one I want to get, and I got this image today. I love the image because it's perfect for what we're doing here. I call this one push me, collaborative brainstorming, all right? And this is another one that I use. And it's ask me questions. We're planning a member-friendly drive to celebrate our Chamber's 50th anniversary. Ask me 5 questions to help brainstorm creative ideas and strategies for this campaign. How do we even get started? And think about where we're going here, all right? Am I turning all the work over to the AI? No. What I'm doing is asking the AI to push me. What am I missing? Where should I be focused? What I should? I'm the human. I'm going to be doing this work, but help steer me in the right direction. And this is a powerful one to be able to do. I I actually use this one a lot too. Is because I have this idea. Here it is. What am I missing? How would you poke holes in my idea? And it forces you actually to have your own higher level thinking. It's actually very, very powerful. And I would encourage you to try using this one with some of the things you have to do on a daily basis. So it's 2:30. I'm just about done with the slides. So back to this. I want to give you the third. So ChatGPT, GPTs, and advanced applications. So this is where you're going to have a challenge where you're really going to dig in. You might even, if you have a programmer on staff, that's great. You might even hire a programmer, all right, to do these things. I'm going to show you the one that we do, but a great example of this is chatbots, okay? Chatbots are very popular, and a lot of people think just because their website company offers a chatbot, it's an easy thing to throw on the website, all right? Think about this. Once you hand your member over to a chatbot and take yourself out of it, is that something you're comfortable with? I'm not comfortable with that. I don't want that to happen unless I have trained that chatbot to the T. I have that chatbot trained as much as people don't realize this, but for an effective chatbot, all right, you need to have the data behind it. You don't want the chatbot just answering on its own. I read that the good chatbot has 2,000 answers behind it, a database with 2,000 answers. So it takes the question from the member and then searches for the answer within the data that you've already given. Not just random the world, but whatever you've given. So it's up to you behind the scenes. But people don't paint it that way. They make it very easy. Oh, I can throw a chatbot on my screen and I'll answer other questions. I'm not comfortable with that. So that's a good example of the higher level application. So we've created one. I'm not going to go into it in detail, but basically, Rummel and she's had the opportunity to walk through this. But basically, we created a platform where your member enters some information about themselves. We've got it trained on your chamber, and when they hit submit, it gives them an AI-generated strategy for how to use their membership. based on everything that you do, what committees that you join that are your committees, what events you have coming up that are your specific events. And this is like, the way I built this, first I did it in ChatGPT, and I'm like, okay, this can do more. Then I built the automation, and I'm like, okay, well now I need to add data to it. So now we get the data from the member and are able to turn this around for them. So I'm saying that just to, again, inspire you to think about, can AI do this? If you ask yourself, can AI do this? The answer is probably yes, all right? But what's it gonna take? Is it something you can do in ChatGPT? Is it something you can create an automation for? Or is it something that you might wanna invest into that would actually be an actual game changer for your organization? So I hope I covered a lot in an hour and 3 minutes. I'm pretty happy, I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Let me grab these questions oh, thank you, Susanna. I love AI to help my business be more back on the Philippines. Well, that's a beautiful thing. I will tell you that I have business lines for my company that started with an idea with me driving to Pittsburgh on AI. And I said, is this possible? Yes, it's possible. Okay, we can do it. Next thing you know, I'm putting it out as a subscription service and things, and it's being successful. So yeah, no, the opportunities are limitless. I want to encourage you to, like I said, if your question is, can AI do this? The answer is probably yes. It's just what will it take to get it done? And then most importantly, I'm going to wrap this right before I close. I'm going to rope it right back to where I started, the data. What data can you use to support the AI? I said, yeah. I don't hear anything. Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity to be here.
There you go. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
I needed to get the.
And let me just. Great, I hope so. Thank you. And let me just say what I always end with. This is not the end of the conversation. I love talking about this stuff for anybody in the room or online. Get me on LinkedIn. That's my LinkedIn code there. Let's talk. However I can help you, I'm happy to do it.
Thank you so much, Craig. I did connect with him one time, and thank you for working with COFACC. That's so great, and like I said, if it's new today, tomorrow something else may be new. So Celeste is never going to sleep anymore, right? You and me both. Okay, so before we continue on, it really gets our minds rolling with this, and I can guarantee you that if you reach out to Craig on LinkedIn, he will reply. So please do that, and thank you so much. And from Niagara Falls, actually, that's where his chamber is. So he's also a devoted chamber leader. Thank you so much, Craig. I hope you heard that. Thank you. Okay, so right now I'd like to call on Ms. Ellen Samson, our Executive Vice President, because she's going to introduce somebody very special who is going to be, who is actually has a lot of the support that we need here in the conference. So let's see if let's switch microphones. Yeah, maybe you were too far.
Yeah. Anyway, before I go to the next topic, I just, in correlation with this, I've been going around. Okay, who here has paid a version of ChatGPT? Who here has been using ChatGPT for a month? Okay, this is a question. It's actually, try it now. Ask ChatGPT this prompt. Tell me something I don't know about myself.
I'm scared.
Ask, and then you will be so surprised. ChatGPT knows you. And then put another one. What are my passive traits and what are my pitfalls? Yeah, I'm just saying that's how technology is. It's creepy, but that's how powerful it is. Okay? Let's talk about it later. You like yours? Okay, now, okay. This is a very beautiful project that was for Filipinos, and someone here who's a dear friend of mine, a colleague at she's one of the most influential Filipinas in the world, a sister with my FWN sisterhood. Let me introduce to you. Let's go. Let me introduce to you. She's an associate professor of clinical pediatrics and population and public health sciences at the University of Southern California, the Children's Hospital Los Angeles, is an associate for professor for clinical pediatrics and population, public health. I just said that. She completed residency training in pediatrics and a postdoctoral fellowship in general academic pediatrics at the Stanford University. She is a pediatrician scientist whose research has focused on optimizing the well-being of Filipino immigrant youth. Her recent studies focus on decreasing mental health and stigma and preventing suicide and depression among Filipino youth using community participatory research to implement and evaluate evidence-based parenting interventions. Her work has been funded by the National Institute of Health, American Academy of Pediatrics, and the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation Clinical Scholars Program. She currently serves as the Executive Committee member of American Academy of Pediatrics, Council on Community Pediatrics, co-chair of the Society for Pediatric Research Advocacy Committee, and a member of the Pediatric Policy Council. In 2018, she received the AAP Hero Award. What got me to listen to her, aside from her very impressive credentials, in when she told us that, do you know that middle school, the suicide rate for middle school, the highest among all ethnicities are Filipinos. If that will not let you listen to this, I don't know what to say. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Joyce Javier.
Hello, good morning. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Thank you very much, FWN Sister Ellen Sampson, for that kind introduction. I do want to share that I actually got a new position at the Kaiser Permanente School of Medicine as of August 1st. But I still am a voluntary faculty at USC and Children's Hospital LA. And to those who have been affected by the wildfires, is very close to where we work and live. My heart and thoughts are with you. So Ellen had mentioned that I am a pediatrician, and my work has been primarily on suicide prevention in the Filipino community. And I'm happy to talk about that, but today I'm going to be talking about a different project that I'm involved with called the CARE Registry. Next slide. Before I jump into the CARE Registry, I do want to introduce myself. So I am a second-generation Filipina. I was born in Los Angeles. I was the first to be born here in my family. Agoo La Union ang nanay ko, and taga Bacoor, Cavite ang tatay ko. So I'm Ilocano and Tagalog. Yes. So I stand here, as all of us in the room are. We are a son or daughter, I'm a granddaughter, I'm a wife, I'm a mother. I have my 2 teenage daughters who are in high school in the back who are also helping. And yes, bring your kids to work. They have a dance competition later, so I'm sorry I cannot join the gala, but I still wore the red and black because I want to match you guys. I am a physician scientist and researcher, and I am a community member. And a little bit about my background. My Lola Amit, she raised me because my parents worked full-time. You know, she came here, was very close to Lola Amit. She was able to see her great-granddaughters be born. She lived to the age of 90. And I think her secret was Coca-Cola every day. So I was very close to Lola. She passed away from multiple myeloma. Actually, she lived to age 92. I got it wrong, 92. And she had been diagnosed with cancer in her last few years. And I was very fortunate during those last few days to be able to tell her, thank you, Lola. I love you, Lola. I'm sorry if I wasn't there to take you to your appointments. I was a full-time mom. I couldn't go to all her appointments all the time. I was able to tell her I loved her, was able to ask her, are you proud of me, Lola? And say goodbye, right? So that was a very beautiful gift that I have with my Lola. Let's talk about her youngest bunso brother, Lolo Ben. So Lolo Ben is here. He's the youngest. He was an engineer, right? The first to go to college in my Lola's family. And Lola Esper, married Lola Esper, that's them, Lolo Ben and Lola Esper in the Philippines, right? When they got married. The top picture on the upper, that's in San Francisco. That's me in the yellow sweatshirt. I was the first, right? The first to be born here. So there's Lola Esper, Lolo Ben, Lolo Pol, who came here when he was 18 to work in Stockton, you know, and the I Hotel. And then my Lola Ale and my Lolo Esco. So Lolo Ben, he also lived to his 90s. But in his last few years, he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And I watched my tita, his youngest daughter, take care of him, right? Take care of him while she's still working full time, trying to fulfill the promise. He said, please don't put me in a nursing home. She fulfilled that promise and cared for him, and also my Lola Esper, until he passed away. So I watched how, you know, she wasn't able to say the same goodbye that I could with my Lola. So looking now, like, what if we could understand how to prevent Alzheimer's? What if we could understand what about our Filipino diet or our health is contributing to Alzheimer's? What if we can have programs for those who are caregivers so they get the support that they need to take care of their loved ones and still work, right? And you know, what if we could do that? But there's a problem. Those programs aren't tailored to us, right? They're not in our language. They're not, when you test someone for memory loss, sometimes they show you a picture of a beaver, right? A Filipino neurologist said, they show a picture to the beaver to the Filipino patient and they don't know what a beaver is. So they say, oh, you don't understand. There's no beavers in the Philippines, right? So you have to have culturally tailored, you know, interventions, right? Hi, FCS folks. So, anyway, so what if we could do something like that, right? And make sure that we're represented. Because as you know, I don't know, 1 in 4 Filipinos is a healthcare worker in this country. If Filipinos went on strike, the healthcare system, probably across the world, would like fall down. So next slide, that brings me into CARE. So CARE is a registry to answer these questions. Okay, deep breath. Yes. So if you look at the National Institute of Health, which funds most of the medical research in our country, less than 1% of the research done by the National Institute targets Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders. That makes me very angry because we make up 6% of the population. So we need to be represented in the scientific breakthroughs that we have. And that has been why I'm so interested in Filipino research. I was able to get a grant for $2.5 million for suicide prevention just for Filipinos. It took me 6 years to get that, right? So it's not easy, but I was like, I'm not going away. I'm gonna keep submitting this grant, right? And so because of that work I've done with the Filipino community, Dr. Van Park from UCSF has invited me to help with CARE, to help to address this gap. When they look at an Alzheimer's disease research center, out of 50,000 participants, only 2.8% were Asian Americans. Next slide. So how do we make sure we are included? Our voices included. Dr. Van Park, who is a Vietnamese researcher at UCSF, she developed CARE, and the goals of CARE are to address this gap, but specifically to help with Alzheimer's-related research, aging, caregiving, and other health issues. Second, it's to give Asian American, Native Hawaiian Pacific Islanders a voice and the opportunity to participate. They always call Asians hard to reach populations, right? That makes me pissed off because actually we're just hardly reached, right? We'll participate if you respect us, if you tell us what is this research about, if you partner with our community and pay us to outreach to our community, we will participate, but we're not being asked. And then finally is to collaborate with our multiple community partners to develop and implement culturally tailored and innovative strategies. Next slide. So who can enroll in the CARE registry? We are trying to first start with those who are 50 and older. But if you are a caregiver and you're 18 and above, you can also enroll in CARE. CARE is in 8 languages, including Tagalog, and it's right now being translated in Ilocano, which this is the first survey I've ever seen get translated in Ilocano. If you participate in CARE, it involves a survey online. It's about 15 to 20 minutes long. You can do it in Tagalog or English right now, or in Ilocano in a couple months. And you get a $10 gift card to Target or Amazon. The survey is just asking for some demographic information, your health conditions, a little bit about your health behaviors, and if you are a caregiver, who is it that you're caring for? Next slide. So CARE actually started in 2020, before the pandemic. It was called CARE 1.0, and CARE 1.0 met its target of 10,000 AA and HPIs. You can see here the demographics of those 10,000, but I want to point to you what percentage were Filipino? So out of the 10,000, only 528 were Filipino. That is 5% of CARE. We know that Filipinos are the 3rd largest Asian subgroup in the US, so we need to do better. And so now we're doing CARE 2.0, and that is where Dr. Park asked for my help and our team's help. We want to do another 10,000, and she specifically focused on the groups that were underrepresented, which I definitely appreciate. She's Samoan, Japanese, Asian, Indian, and Filipino. Next slide is, okay, yes, this is good. So these are the demographics of the 528 Filipinos currently in CARE. Most of them are Californian. Now CARE is nationwide, so yes, so you can participate. And it was really amazing because 66% have never done a research study before. They've never been approached. And that's despite the fact that we have so many nurses too, right? Like you think that maybe they're more likely to participate. And we have like about 3% who actually have Alzheimer's related symptoms. Next slide. These are our CARE flyers, which I have our team here, Bobbin and Emmy, and my daughters, Nolani and Sophia. They're gonna help just pass out the flyer for you. There's a QR code, and again, we translate it into Tagalog, so you guys are welcome to pass it out. Next slide. We've been able to also collect Filipino caregiver stories. You can go on our website to listen. There's also an excellent, if you have high schoolers out there who want to get research experience, UCSF is one of the few places that allows high schoolers to get research experience. They have something called the CARE Ambassador Program, which my daughter Nolani and Emmy are part of. So they ask them to collect stories from their relatives about caregiving. So recently my auntie, who is the daughter of my Lolo Ben, who I talked about earlier, shared her story. And I think that helped her because I never heard her story until she actually said it to my daughter. All right, so now I want to show this video that I want to make.
Hello, a COFACC leader.
Okay, sorry, I want to thank, it's okay, you can go back. I want to thank Ellen Sampson and her team for making this video. Okay, go ahead. It's okay, I really appreciate it.
Today, we bring you an opportunity to amplify our collective mission. A way to not only support Filipino-American businesses, but also ensure the health and well-being of our families for generations to come. You've championed the Me Mom advocacy. Make it happen. Make us matter. It's our rallying cry to ensure Filipino-Americans have a seat at every table. But what if we could make us matter in ways we've never imagined? Right now, less than 1% of health research, funded by the National Institute of Health NIH, National Institute on Aging, NIA, R083926, UCSF IRB protocol number 23-39121, focuses on Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders, and Native Hawaiians. Filipino Americans are among the least represented. This means that critical treatments and innovations often don't meet our unique needs. The CARE Registry, a collaborative approach for Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders in research and education, was created to change this. It's a free and confidential program that connects AAN-HPI adults with research studies designed to answer the most pressing health questions impacting our communities. By signing up, we can answer questions like, what resources do caregivers need to stay healthy? How much physical activity prevents memory loss? And how do we tailor treatments to our specific needs? These answers are only possible when we're represented in research. MIMUM empowers us to take action. CARE gives us the opportunity to act by ensuring our voices are represented in life-changing health research. Here's how you can lead this charge. Share the CARE Registry with your members. Post about it on your chamber's platforms. Host webinars or events to educate your networks. Let's set a goal. 500 Filipino American signups in the next 30 days and every month for the first 6 months of 2025. Visit careregistry.ucsf.edu to sign up and learn more. Together, through Me, Mom, and Care, we can ensure that Filipino Americans are not just seen but valued in science, in healthcare, and in the future we create for our families.
So what exactly happens when you enroll in CARE? I myself am a CARE participant, and so many of my family members. And so let me share what happened. So your name is now in a registry, and let's say there's a researcher at Stanford or Harvard who wants to study memory, how to prevent memory loss or a new drug for Alzheimer's, and say they want Asians to be in their study. Normally they would say like, oh, that's too hard, right? They don't want to translate everything. It's going to be too hard to make community partners. Nobody trusts me. So they just always leave us out, right? But now they can go to CARE and request to have people that they can contact. And so you will be contacted, but you have that choice. It's voluntarily to participate or not. So when I joined CARE, I was recently invited to do some kind of focus group interview for like $50 on Zoom to figure out why we don't have enough Asians doing like clinical trials. It was a very simple thing. Another of my colleagues, she's actually getting her heart tested and doing tests on memory loss. They're asking about her nutrition to see how that contributes to memory loss. So those are examples, but it's not. It's voluntary, but at least you're there to be able to say yes or no.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, so for FACB, which is the Filipino American Association of Portland and Vicinity, we are interested to be your Oregon partner. So, 2 questions. Well, first, to give you a little background, we have our health and wellness initiative or program, and we partner actually with Ellen also too, and her geriatric care. But we also have a partner with a big legacy, health system, Legacy Health. Yeah, and it's a big system in Oregon, and also the Philippine Nurses Association of Oregon and Washington. So, yeah, we can share the website, but it's kind of nice when we have like a partner kit that we could already say, okay, yes, we are working with you guys, and we have this, and so something like that. Do you have a partner kit?
Yes, so we have a community advisory board that has multiple members, so I can approach Dr. Park to see about how do we add more partners. So thank you so much for introducing yourself. I'm happy to talk afterwards with you. It sounds really exciting, especially because all of you represent states everywhere.
Yeah, because thank you so much for the enthusiastic response. So You do have a booth outside.
Yes, sorry.
Yes, they do have a booth outside. We do have up until 1 o'clock to take your lunch, but Christine was telling me, you have to tell them, if you don't sign up, no lunch. Okay? There, the QR code, so this is for the registry, for the registry. The QR code are on the standees on your tables, and I think some of you have the flyer. So if you just take the standee, Dr. Joyce, it's this one. We have a QR code here in the center. It's a center one for care registry, and like I said, that they have a booth outside, so you can do like forge your partnerships and collaboration. So that was really exciting, Lorelai. Thank you. So do you have anything else to?
Just the acknowledgement. So thank you so much, and special thank you to David Choi who helped organize this. All right, next slide is this last one. Thank you so much, maraming salamat po.
Thank you. So yeah, so continue the conversation in the whole thing, and let's have Ethel Rosario. I think she has an announcement. Yeah, okay. So before we break for lunch, this is still an important announcement. Again, Dr. Joyce has her booth outside and her children there. There's also all the links, all the QR codes where you can donate. So Ethel, what is it? Have people approached you today?
Yes, they did, with the exception of the Amparos, because I think they just arrived, right? Are they here, June? Okay, so altogether we are 32 traveling tomorrow. We have, who else is gluten-free? Gluten-free diet. So, so you're gonna be eating special diet? No. Okay, so here's the thing. Because we are a big group, Flex Beer Garden is actually assessing us from 350, they reduce it, to 300. So having said that, with the pricing for the lunch, $25 plus gratuity, sales tax, I told everybody it's $30. It's now gonna be $40, okay? Because we have such a big group. So they have pulled pork, salad as well, and another item, and they can actually take out the bread to make it gluten-free if that's gonna work for you, if not for bean. So if that is okay with you,
Yeah. No, being
especially person ka kasi.
No, being I think it's also gluten-free, right?
Yeah, but she's opting out.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, so you don't have to. Yeah.
marami tayong snack items dun sa magdala-dala bukas.
Yeah, so I think you'll be partially responsible for not dying of hunger tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you will be full with the scenic views.
Yes.
So Christine is the lunch in the hallway ready, and she is serious. You need to sign up for care and get your. I do need to mention that. You want to finish your?
Annie,
Yes.
for everybody having lunch tomorrow, please send yourself to the $40 for that, and Ellen will actually repay the
Oh yes,
lunch
we
for
have
tomorrow. Okay.
ask for the help of our finance
Yes.
officer. Thank you so much, Ethel.
So,
Yeah, and before you all head off, I just wanted to point this out. I think I got this email that the White House initiative for AANHPI is being dissolved. Okay, so it's through these private organizations like CARE. It's one aspect. So that's why independent organizations like ours, we are the ones who are supposed to make our voices louder. Okay, I don't know if they're actually going to dissolve that, but the chair had acknowledged that they received the order to dissolve it. Okay, so we have payment information. So we have our beautiful suspect of a finance officer.
Guys, Catalina attendees, sell to me $40, please. Is info@COFACC.org. That's so easy. Or scan this QR code, or come to me. So all Catalina people, come
pay $40 for our lunch, as what Ethel explained to us. Thanks.
So is it buffet? It's buffet lunch outside at the hallway. So you pick up your plate and you bring it here and you eat it here, or yeah, the plates are there. Yeah, so that's why you pick up your buffet. So we are on lunch break. Everybody, thank you so much for your participation. We should be back and seated at 1 p.m. Please be back and seated at 1 p.m. You can take a nap, power nap. Parang I need that. I can also do power chocolate. That will work too. Carlotta, you still have chocolates from yesterday. Actually, I have some in the room. Thank you, everyone.
broadcasters with Filipino American. Radio Filipino. Let's start in the radio.
Yeah, she was here last night.
Yeah, I was working. But Northridge. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Panorama.
Got it.
Yeah.
순서대로다가
No, thank you so much, ladies. Yes, there's a renal dietitian conference that's for Oregon and Washington State renal dietitians. So I'm getting it to talk about it. But it's the renal dietitians conference. So this year featuring children. So every year they blow my mind. So last year was Hispanics, 2 years ago it was African American community. Well, the organizers were 2 Filipinos. And so they do Filipino specific diet, kidney disease, and everything. So I was just like telling doctors, it's nice to advertise this because then when you're talking to you, why did you think about it? Oh my God, only since dietitians, they have more touch with this than a good physician. We'll see. David. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
One minute.
Are you sure? So I'm going with you then. Alright, don't forget.
의자 있으세요? 의자 가져가면 되죠. 있어요. 이거 의자
I think that's one of my favorite things to do. Literally weird. What's up?
이거 안 해도 돼.
Excuse me? This label is for there. Yes, it's for someone.
I'm looking forward to it. It's like break dance. I was like, oh, everybody tracks. You watched that episode of The Office?
Mira, ya está.
So she said the different room. Yeah. Go.
Where? But then I like those of my kids.
Different group daw. Different group.
I'm sitting on the bed. I'm just like, got a video of it. Show you the best one. The band goes. No, actually, no. I haven't seen it. It's a suit. Like at least try. Half the thing is like AR. No, we look like Jurassic Park. And they like half of them came out. I don't know. Send them up. He's actually used it. Sorry. Just a second.
And we're still like initial class. See you later, Jonathan. Just so I know, so look.
Set was taking notes actually.
Yeah, and she's actually leading Jessica Clemens swearing in tomorrow.
I used it to clean my Oh, okay.
They still have like cops, so I can't go.
You guys like, oh.
Yeah, so,
Wow.
yeah, so it's, she works, she really wants to see them.
I'll be there. I have a.
I can spread the word.
Yeah, no.
Your sister.
Well, my sister is busy, but I have another Filipino friend that I'm hanging out with tomorrow, so I'll drag her along with me. Yeah. Yeah, and I just wanted to share, we basically got into PA school.
Congratulations!
Yeah. Very exciting.
So they called me in November. So yeah, so they're finalizing my cohort.
And the time uses San Diego?
That is so fun. Yeah, we're so excited. Like,
You wanted to do PA?
yeah, I am. Well, I'm still taking PA and maybe because I'm gauging whether I have to post that.
Yeah.
I have to see. I have to see what I can do.
Okay, no, you need advice on it. I know a lot of my colleagues like the DO groups, the osteopathic, and it's fine. They all like are doing the same thing as I did. So
Yeah.
I actually have two, like the very first Filipino family health education students, they went to the at Western, and then now they're one's a pediatrician and one's a pediatric gynecologist.
I actually, I was looking into neurology
Yeah.
as a PA first, but I'll have to see if I get it this round of cycle PA school, but I'm going to have to weigh my options and see if I already do. Because I work in a psychiatric clinic.
All the in which area do you don't know yet.
Before I'm an EMT, but before I worked in the I scratched for your GI office.
Oh, yes.
At Harvard, so I'm very familiar with like cancer neurology and the terms. So I enjoy it, get familiar with it, but I don't want to close off.
Right.
No, but like, it's like, there's no going back. That's something I just love to do. Yeah, working at general surgery. I've been in all fields. I like it. So, people who like torture dogs.
Is ready to continue with our landscape analysis.
I got it.
Guys, one more. All right, everybody, look here. And ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more, guys. A little closer. Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3, smile. All right.
It's okay. I'll hide.
Okay, everybody, ready? And 1, oh, sorry. Go back. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. And one more. 1, 2, and that's it. Thank you, guys.
Very good. And it's, what is it again?
No, thank you so much for
One more.
I'll give you light number. Yeah, you can grab it. They're really cool.
We shall continue with our landscape analysis and actually go into the landscape analysis.
Stay here. I'm usually pretty sweet. No. Yeah, well, you know, I'm part of Okay. But go ahead and I think that's my friend. So yeah.
Well, the cross itself.
Yeah, it is.
Every time I think you can take it. I promise you happy birthday.
Okay, if you're not wearing yeah, it's on the phone. It's amazing, the event organizer is really good.
Oh, where's the cards? I don't have cards, so.
Okay.
I already registered. So if I registered and I did the survey.
Yeah, have
I know.
Yeah, you can get
Well,
he picks on that.
no, I will literally, and usually it's before I go to bed. So it's like by morning it's gone. Because even my subconscious in my sleep, I would have picked that thing right now.
No, I promise you, this is way too hard for you. So you should
I know because
like,
it's
yeah, so you should try this one.
no, trust me.
You'll
I will pick it. In my dream, I probably have a tool by then, like a screwdriver or long nose thing. Nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so, because like the gala is way later. Yeah, so definitely go to the gala and see. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Is that your daughter?
She's at intern. From UC
Oh, Irvine. Yeah, my little sister goes to Irvine. You went to? I went to UCSB and he went to San Diego for that.
Did you really? Oh man. Oh shoot.
You like surfing?
So I surf and then I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go to San Diego. And then so my mom came and checked out. She's like, no, this is like in the late 80s, right? They still had $1 million homes. It was more expensive. Oh, okay. She was looking at the like, yeah, campus is here, so she can get the ocean one. Of course, they're all from She said, oh, it's expensive. More expensive than Hawaii. So on the way back up to LA, she stopped by Irvine. She was like, oh my God, it's so cheap. I didn't even know what Irvine was.
Wow. No, you're Hawaii.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, I said, I want to go to LA. Oh, LA, you really shot.
That's true. It was very vibrant.
Yeah, no,
Very vibrant.
I got us a house.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't even have to see it. That's really it. I got the tricks.
Yeah. You can just choose which one's your top. Oh, that's great. We packed it in there. Yes.
San Diego.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, you have to do sports. Yeah, that's what yeah, but no. Most people, it's sad. It's sad they don't do something. Yeah. Wow, that's good. Why do you know?
So country.
Hi.
Hi, I can sign up already.
Oh, thank you.
But I was just chatting with someone and they were doing like their executive retreat here, but it's for a clinic, and I told them it's not right. And I got their number because I'll just send it to Dr. Rogers so they don't get to.
Yeah, totally. I'll be here for
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah, I've actually known the connected Dr. Javier to Anaheim Elementary School.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully we'll get more people.
Have you heard of the COFACC?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
that's where I met her.
Oh, really? I'm also a teacher. I'm a language teacher. I'm nice to meet you.
And I work with the Bataan culture.
Kabataan culture.
Yeah, and I'm also part of the Philippine American National Association.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
So I've been talking with Teresa to
Can
collaborate.
we get your contact too? Because I'm also part of the Lakbayan.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I follow Lakbayan on Instagram.
Yeah.
I teach in Anaheim Union High School this year.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm getting my students more involved
Yeah.
and stuff. So.
No, definitely. Like, would be happy to see you.
So you just get it.
Oh, you can just get it.
It's just a dog.
I need one of these.
You can actually get one for free, but I also have the cards for 15. Well, it's fun though.
Where's your card? I'm like, don't have
There's card too, and there's other few ones like I've seen pop and some other ones. But it was kind of funny too last night. That's actually kind of this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, this would be your
Well, I'm just part of a lot, so it's like.
Well, that's what nice with songs that you can list all the
things I'm part
and I
of.
haven't updated it yet because I actually also joined Teal Coffee, so I'm doing like community outreach.
Teal Coffee. Yeah, actually, I was planning on visiting Kubo if I finished early here.
Yeah.
I love Kubo Long Beach. Have you been to Kubo?
I haven't. I
love
know
Kubo Long Beach. Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Well, Teofilo is going to be, we're in Los Angeles right now, but we're opening Carson and Long Beach on 2nd on Naples.
Wow.
So, and Ron's come out to FCS and done Bright Guys Coffee.
Yes. I have tried the coffee. Amazing.
So
Amazing.
it's really good.
Teofilo's really good.
Super cool. So it's going to be similar to Google. We'll get things like that, but closer to second base age. So.
Got it. Yeah, but I definitely love to see you. Yeah, hopefully I'll be teaching if I don't have any other things that coincide with my schedule.
I did see that, is it like they're looking for
A Filipino? Yeah, actually my friends from Anakbay sent that to me. I just don't have the accreditation, so I sent it over to my other Filipino.
I would still apply because, you know, I don't know very many people that have the Filipino masters. So I would still apply. Worst case thing they can say is no, but on the other side, you're opening doors and then when you
Yeah.
get the affiliation. So
Yeah, well, yeah, I need that master's, right?
I would send it in still and be like, you know what, because I can tell you, you know, even for myself, I have a master's in special ed, and like, there's not many of us with that credential, and that's more of a general thing.
Yeah.
So for the Filipinos, like that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'd still apply
Oh,
because
okay.
you just never know, right?
No.
They may look at that, and so.
I sent over one of the really good teachers at the
Yeah.
Filipino Cultural School, and he's so qualified.
Yeah.
I just really hope he gets it. I
Yeah.
hope he gets it.
Hopefully they'll need them like multiple, so.
Okay, well, I'll consider it. I'll consider it. I just have a lot. I'm trying to go to grad school.
I totally get it. Yeah.
So we'll see. But right now, the Filipino Cultural School, that's awesome.
Yeah, and you know, it builds your repertoire as well. 'Cause, like, that's one of the things that we're seeing now. And I have high school freshmen, and I feel like I'm like,
Well,
this
let
kids
me
are
know.
blacking out.
Let me know.
Yeah, definitely.
Filipino, born and raised in the Philippines, here, back and forth, and also college.
Where are you located? Like,
Bicol. Wait,
oh,
like.
Bicol? Which part? I'm from, my dad's from Goa.
Goa? Oh, Iriga. Iriga.
Oh,
Camarines
Iriga.
Sur. Nice to meet you. Oh my
I
god.
wanted to get to learn
Oh, yeah.
my dad speaking.
And then he's mad.
It's like,
Well,
it's English, Tagalog, and then
Bicolano.
Bicolano.
Well, I don't know Bicolano. I know Rinconada,
Oh.
which is also what Goa speaks. No, actually, I think Bicol Naga is what you guys speak.
Yeah, yeah.
But I can teach you Rinconada.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I know that we work up a lot of culture. We do online classes. Okay. So we have a situation where we can see this out. We have people that are you guys just come up on that and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm looking for those.
Well, I can ask my aunt. My aunt and my whole family is actually educators. That's why I continue here, even though I'm actually pursuing healthcare pathway. Because my mom's a nurse.
Right.
My mom's a nurse, and she's like, I have to do something in healthcare.
Right.
And I'm like, okay.
See, I did engineering first.
Well, yeah, everyone else in my family
Yeah,
is engineering.
Yeah, so it's a good engineer.
Healthcare. No number two. No lawyers.
Well,
Nothing.
see, I always tell people about your acting and technology, and I'm like, is that engineering the future? That's how I look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
It's so important. It's like my side gig, but I need something to help my side gig. So I teach on the side.
Right.
Try that.
I totally get it. Yeah, that's
Right. Yeah. So I definitely want to put my foot in. After I graduated from university,
Yeah.
Dr. Fullerton, American doctor, is really most of like my sense of culture there. And I was part of Filipino. I wasn't really acting there since I was like in the trainees. But yeah.
Yeah, so text me your name, just, you know, write my name, FFCS.
Yeah,
Totally. We also have our yes, Filipino American National Historical Society.
Yeah,
So we have that. We just passed on our schools to our national activism. And, like, they have to present a question with they just up their rising seniors at the time. And I was just like, what was that like? I never knew there were like Filipinos in like
So many good places.
like
Yeah,
in
and I definitely want to.
Missouri or things like that, you know. You know, so it was really cool.
But we're everywhere.
We are.
Luckily.
Yeah, and we've been here for a long time.
Yeah, my family's been here since I was
We'll connect. Nice meeting you too. What was your name?
I'm Ruben.
Ruben City. Nice to meet you. Voluntold. Totally, my husband doesn't. I'll be like, where are we going? I'm like, I don't just come.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I need to know. Okay, I get that here. Yeah.
No, I honestly, I didn't know they.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Like, keep pushing it, like, keep like, flip top.
Locate industry and origin. We were a tribal village. We all the schools were and unfortunately, the was where oppressed. But now, even talking like Latinos, and you're like, yeah, we have
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, and that's why this type of research very much.
Yeah, so, you know, that's why I was like,
Let's go!
see what I could contribute.
And I'm biases, I guess.
Oh yeah, I just joined recently. I was part of Enough by Santa Barbara, but I was so things. I don't have time. They asked me to go today to the info meeting. Long Beach.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is like, you know, we have FOMO because there are so many things. And I'm hoping that over the next few years, especially with the changes in the administration, that we actually come together.
No, I think it's gonna be long.
Instead of like, oh, we have this event, so like all be in one space.
Right,
You know, we
yeah.
all kind of get our efforts together.
Yeah.
That is something from our parents and you know, is the like, oh, you know, I'm gonna be
Right. No, it's definitely like, yeah, I hope to be rich. Yes, right. We'll see what I can do. You know,
the opportunities are gonna come to you.
Yeah, I think it's good for Well, thank you. What was your name?
Cindy.
Cindy. Emmy. Nice to meet you.
Chinese actually is Cindy. Hey, she spells it E-M-E.
Oh, mine's EMI. It's funny. I've never met anyone with EME.
Well, see, I know it's like, but wouldn't you say it with an accent? It would be M-A.
I know. Eam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
think
that's
it's a, I think now it's like a accent or something. I don't like it's an M-A.
Very French. Very French.
Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for the goodies.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Here, I'll help you out.
So, David said I can take the thing and we
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay,
cool. Yeah, that's pretty fast. I think we're good. I think we got postcard because then we have to save some for the future.
자, 한마디씩 하실래요? 어머, 로 배터리야. 120분 틀었어요. 자, 끝내겠습니다.